welcome to the TMEA Region 11 Middle School All-Region Band Concert. These students have done amazing work over the last 24 hours, so you are in for an outstanding concert. My name is Marcus Roberts. I'm the Middle School Band Coordinator for TMEA Region 11 and the Band Director for Conley Middle School and Northside ISD. It is my privilege to introduce to you these outstanding students and the fruits of their musical talent. The journey that led us here began in August, hours of dedicated practice and performance from students across San Antonio. The students on the stage today earned their position through an audition process last October at Conway Middle School. Of the 800 students that auditioned for the band, less than 200 will perform here today. They are truly the best of the best. Parents, thank you for your endless support of your children and for the many hours that you have spent chauffeuring your child to and from rehearsals, from private lessons, concerts, and music stores. They would not be up here on this stage if you would not introduce them to music. Parents, if you have a child performing today, please stand to be recognized. The level of music education in San Antonio is truly excellent. As you will see today, great music educators fill their campuses with amazing music every day. If you are a band director or a private instructor of a student performing day, please stand and be recognized. I would like to thank several individuals who helped to make this event possible. Superintendent Dr. Brian Woods for his continued support of the fine arts programs in Northside. Northside ISD has an outstanding director of fine arts, and I would like to thank Mr. James Machoka for his support, guidance, and leadership throughout his tenure with Northside. I would also like to thank all principals, administrators, and directors from the Region 11 schools for their sustaining support of our young musicians. A big thank you goes out to our wonderful hosts, the Brennan High School band directors, Roxanne Vickers and Caleb Hoffman. We'd also like to thank the principal of Brennan High School, Mr. Gerardo Marquez. Thank you for the use of this outstanding facility. This is going to be an excellent concert, and it is being professionally recorded, both video and audio. To ensure the best possible recording, please make sure that if you're using a cell phone as a camera, that you place that cell phone on airplane mode. Then you turn off all audio on the phone. Secondly, please do not use any flash photography, either on a phone or a camera. The lights on the stage are excellent for the video and the HD video that is being taken today, and any flashes actually cause the quality to be lowered on the videos that you are purchasing. Speaking of those videos, they are available in the lobby, and they are very high quality. The videos can be purchased today. There's order forms available, and they can be personalized with your student's picture on the cover, as well as their name, and you get all the information about the concert on the actual CD case. A few other notes. Please refrain from walking around during the performances, and please don't approach the stage to take pictures during the performance, once again because of the recording. We request that if you have a child that is noisy or a little fussy, that they might need to take a little time in the lobby. But thank you so much for coming out as families and supporting the music here at Region 11. Just another reminder, the shirts, plaques, and keepsakes of the concert are available in the lobby, so don't miss out on those. I mentioned these materials for purchase because each of these vendors supports Region 11 with a portion of all of their sales to support the ongoing effort of music education for your students. So when you purchase, you are also supporting Region 11, so keep that in mind. Now, that's enough of all of the preliminaries. I know you didn't come here to hear me talk about all of these things. Our first performance of the afternoon is the Region 11 All-Region Even Band. It is my pleasure to introduce the coordinator of the Even Band, Miss Danica White.
Good afternoon. As you know, before you is a group of middle school students, and as you know, conducting a group of middle school students at times can be a challenge. Mr. Chris Hassel has done an outstanding job with this group today. You can read his bio in the program. It describes all of his various accolades, but I can tell you as a director watching him work that your kids had an outstanding time with him. They learned a lot, and best of all, they had fun. So would you please welcome Mr. Chris Hassel to the stage.
Hello? Ooh, this is nice. As the kids would say, this microphone is savage. I am thrilled to be in Region 11 today. I am from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I teach in Irving ISD, which is kind of snuggled right up by DFW Airport, but I'm actually kind of having a homecoming today because my wife went to Neff Middle School and was a Marshall Ram. So, yeah, where are my Marshall people tonight? There we go. And so we come down pretty often, but this is the first chance in many, many years that I've gotten to come down and work with one of the middle school bands. And it's been such a great time, and we're having so much fun. That first piece that you heard from us was Falcon Fanfare. It's a great opener by a composer by the name of Brian Balmages, as in Pages. We told the story about that this week with the kids. And the next piece that we're going to do for you is called Crusade. Now, there's only one word that explains the piece Crusade, and it was by the composer, and the only thing that he put in the notes was menacing. So we kind of talked about making it like Kylo Ren, emo evil. We'll see how that goes tonight, but this next piece is Crusade. So the next piece that we're going to play for you this evening, or this afternoon, is from the Hunger Games movies, and it's The Hanging Tree. And we talked a little bit about the story of the song today. This is actually the first half. For those of you that have read the books or have seen the movies, there's two halves, and this is from the first part of Mockingjay, or the beginning of the Mockingjay book, and the second half's a whole different version of the song. But we had a lot of fun putting this one together. It's a very mature piece. It's very challenging for them, but it also gives them an opportunity to do some really fun, different musical things. So I really hope you enjoy Hanging Tree.
We would like to present Mr. Hassel, before he has the band perform the last song, a plaque. So we'll go ahead and turn it around so the audience can see it. In appreciation for his conducting our group today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the plaque and getting to hold it. That was really fun. I've got a lot of people I need to thank before we play our last song. First, I need to thank Marcus Roberts and all the directors of Region 11 for having me down. They've hosted a really outstanding event this weekend. Many of us have the privilege of traveling around all over the state and working with bands like this. And, you know, a couple of things I need you to understand. First, this is a top-notch organized event. This has been wonderful. It's gone off without a hitch, and it speaks a lot about the region, a lot about the school districts that are represented, and I certainly appreciate that. And this is, I have to tell you in all honesty, one of the best groups that I've worked with in several years. These kids... We've had a lot of fun. They've made a lot of music. I think you would agree they've played really well today, and it's been absolutely a blast for me. Now, I went home, well, not home. I went back to the hotel last night, fell asleep in my clothes, but, you know, when you give that much energy and put that much fun into something, it's wonderful. It's rewarding for them. It's rewarding for me as a teacher and as an individual, and I'm just very appreciative of the opportunity to be here. Another group that these lovely people on stage would like to thank are their parents. I know there's mom, dad, stepmom, stepdads, grandma, grandpa. Everybody's here today to see your kids. And we need to tell you thank you, especially if you had a clarinet player at home in 6th grade and for the first 6 weeks of school. Yeah, it sounded like a baby seal was back there. You've put up with a lot, but you've driven them to rehearsals. You take them to sectionals. You take them to these auditions. You encourage them. And you keep them in this game, and it's a wonderful thing that you are doing. So we would like to take an opportunity to thank you and the audience for getting them here and to this point today. I also need to thank two people especially that have worked very closely with me this weekend and basically babysat me because I'm so high maintenance. The first is Miss Danica White. She's been the coordinator of this band, and she has done a wonderful job. Miss White, if you could come out. Thank you so much. Everything has been very smooth, from getting music to getting kids from one place to the next, and it's really been great for me. It's made my job easier, and I think the kids have had a good experience because of it. And the other person that I need to thank is Bethany Hirota. Bethany, are you back there? Bethany is the percussion coordinator of this group, and she basically takes care of all of our caged animals back there. And I have to tell you, this is the best group of percussionists I've worked with in many years. And so I attribute a lot of that to Bethany's work, and it's really appreciated. Thank you. And one last thing before we do our last song. Many of these kids that are up here are in the 8th grade, and they're about to transition to being freshmen, and that's coming much faster than you think. My daughter is a freshman this year, and I thought I was ready. I was not. And they're going to have a lot of choices and a lot of decisions that they're going to be making, probably starting by the end of this month, because they're going to start looking at high school schedules and plans and a lot of very complicated things. My only request to you is continue to encourage them to stay in and love band. This is a very important thing for them. It's a great social outlet. It's a wonderful arts outlet for them. They need it for their arts credit to graduate. And don't be afraid of marching band. They're going to make, a couple of you are like, yeah, I don't want to do Friday night games. Yes, you do. Okay? And they're going to make lifelong friends in that group. And all of these middle schools that are operating separately right now, they get united at those high schools. So support them, encourage them to be in that high school band, and support your high school band. Become a booster. You know, participate in that group, because you will also make friends. You're going to really love it, and then you'll wonder how you lived without it by the time that they're seniors. So I encourage you to help them to make that decision to be in band, because it'll be a great thing for them going into high school. Our last piece this afternoon for the Even Band, we retitled it in your program. The title of it is Extremists, but we have decided that we are calling it Savage. So I present to you for our final piece, Savage.